YouTube fans, here again. And I figure why not? GP news, updates and things to come. Why not? So I'll talk a little bit about politics, but not too much. Talk about the things I'm planning on doing and so on. Now I completed the Jaws films, so I figure why not do the Jaws spin-offs. So I'm going to talk about the films I love, like the Tacit original 1978 Piranhas, the sequel by David Cameron, a little bit I would say, Piranhas 2, wow. The remake, which I think is a good remake, the sequel to the remake, which I think is a piece of shit, and Agitator, which I think is a classic, and so on. It'd be interesting to talk about some of the spin offs, what was inspired by boom, 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 Jaws. And then going to keep talking about Steven Spielberg, and then eventually talk about another one of my favourite directors, being, if I can remember his bloody name, it comes to that, George Lucas. So yeah, I want to talk about George Lucas, talk about Star Wars, which I like. I like all the Star Wars films, except the newer ones. But Star Wars, the originals, the despecialised ones, I should say, are classics. So talking a bit about politics, I don't reject what I said about Starman. I do think Labour is the weakest. Since they've got rid of Big Mouth and Rayner, they're now looking for another woman to take over into her footsteps. I believe it when I see it. I just find it funny that Labour is going down and going down in the polls. They're just going down in ratings, aren't they? Really, really hard doing a shit job, aren't they? But yeah, I believe it when I see it. But in all fairness, we all know Labour going so down. It's unbelievable. It really is unbelievable. So yeah, that's all I can say about Keir Starmer at the moment and the Labour Party, how much they're going down in polls and our ratings. And just to think that loudmouth of Rayner was supporting our topical being Aston Underline. Really weren't interested in once he were, and the fact he was avoiding attacks on a birdhouse says a lot. It says a lot, and at the moment in time, all I can say about the press is that the best they could do is insult Nigel Farage. For one, Nigel Farage is at this moment, sadly to say, is not our Prime Minister. And in all fairness, he's with his girlfriend and he's put her name in the house. What's wrong with that? Seriously, what's wrong with that? Is that the best they could do apart from the race card? Is that the next best thing they can do is insult him for that? So, unlike Big Mouth and Rayner, I don't think he did anything wrong. Big Mouth and Rayner stuffed it in our face. So he deserves what he gets. In my eyes, he deserves what he fucking gets. So yeah, I'm going to keep talking about the Jaws spin-offs. I'm going to keep talking about Steven Spielberg films, and eventually talk about my favourite TV shows. And I know I keep repeating it. If you like what you see, a bit of thumbs up, or let's a sub would be beautiful, or even a nice comment. Lately I get some comments what I did, and sometimes I get some what are stupid. Like a few weeks ago I got one sending me a comment saying that I live in a coffin. For one, I'm just so the person not written the stupid comment, because sometimes I know comments and sometimes I respond to them. This happens to be my bedroom. It's made out of wood. Yes, it looks more like a sauna. But you look, my bedroom. It's not a coffin, it's my bedroom, and that's made out of wood to keep me warm. If that's the best you could do is find an insult like that, guess what? I went to that comment and I had them removed it. So sometimes I read silly comments and I just remove them. So I respond to that one for the one that said I live in a coffin. It's my bedroom, it's made out of wood. If that's the best you can do, send me another insult, I'll just remove it. I won't even respond to the next one because I don't respond to stupidity. So I removed the comment because it was pretty stupid. But nice comments I respond to. Made out of wood, my bedroom, keeps me warm in winter time, there's my DVD collection. That's all I'm going to say on that one. And I happen to keep doing what I do, got to do it as a hobby. People send stupid comments, they're going to start me doing what I like doing. And yeah, at the moment, I'm going to keep saying it, the 13th of September, as we all know that our mate Tommy Robinson is going to be doing the British flag keep it peaceful, people who's going there. Don't dip Labour, they're fucking what they want. Keep it peaceful for the wire. Don't be saying nothing the biggest fag up. I know some people are using the famous race card. It's not. It's nothing to do with that. In the end of the day, right, if you're in Australia, people will have to stay and fag up. Nobody takes offence. If you live in America, people will have the American fag. Nobody else a race word like that and be offended. But certain people think, oh, it's racist. Oh, yeah, so for what? For what? Having the biggest fag up? Tell me if I'm right and wrong, but I mean, to these people want to use this fucking race card and call people far right thugs and that. Like, I saw a comment earlier on by a woman, I think it was on our Facebook, going on with herself and calling everybody this and God, everyone that. Seriously, sweetheart, you're sick of your own fag. You are sick of your own fag. Strip from my one, sweetheart, but we're in the UK. We're in the UK. There's people not using it as excuses. There's people not talking trouble. It's making a statement. Enough of this bullshittery. I've had enough of this bullshittery. But anyway, moving on. So I'm going to keep doing what I do. First I'm going to talk about my favourite TV series, being, remember right there. I meant to talk about it before, but I never did it in depth, being Steven Spielberg's Data Fences. Can you get on DVD? Can you get the box? That can you fuck? It's very hard to get hold of. But I actually got them on my archive. And Steven Spielberg's Data Fences. It was a TV series, like an authority. He did 2 series of it, and they started to be never rubbed off. You know, before we had Tales from the Tales from the Dark Side, came out a couple of years before, about 83, 84. And it was an authority. And it was, everyone of them had a different story, whether it be an horror, an adventure, a comedy, and it's that one interesting one, I should say. Work at movies, right? It'd be an interesting one to go back to because I don't think he did it that good at the time, and that being Steven Spielberg's Data Fences. But I'll probably do that after I talk a bit more about his films. I'm not going to keep going on and on about Steven Spielberg because the end of the day, there's so many films, so many biographies of Steven Spielberg. I'll be there forever. I'll be there forever talking about Steven Spielberg. But it's an interesting one I might go into. And then eventually I might start doing the Equalizers again. I'm already at the moment working on series 1. Eventually I'll do series 2. And I'll keep talking about other pole damn souls. And the one again is that I live in a coffin. This is my bedroom. It's made out of fucking wood. If that's the best insult you can do, think of something new. But don't bother because I'll look at it once. I won't respond again. I'll just remove it like I did with the last one. And eventually when you get a bit annoying, mate, I'll just remove you and I'll block you. Because I'm an adult then and then. I don't really respond to stupid emails. So at the moment in time, yeah, I keep doing what I'm doing. I like doing what I'm doing. It's an hobby. And I say it again to anyone. If you like to do me a nice comment, a nice one, don't do me a horrible one. It will get removed and it will get blocked. And if you like to do me a nice thumbs up or be me extra sub, I'd be ever so humble. So yeah, but that's the things I'm planning on doing. I know the weather's going to be shit. It's going to be pissing it down all week. But we're going to have sun and rain. It's a bit expected at this time of the month. But into them, be smart, be safe. See you later.